Welcome to New Sky TV Hot News. A perfect couple emerges. When netizens edited Wang Yilei and Zhai Yiying's faces frame by frame into the same scene, the short drama circle truly exploded. Some say this is the most fateful CP encounter in the past 3 years, others type with red eyes in the barrage, "Stop acting, brother Lei, cry for her." It wasn't just jeering, it was being struck by a card. 3 years ago, Wang Yilei was still a transparent person who graduated from the Central Academy of Drama but was ignored. In the film and television industry's winter, he carried his bag, running around Hangdian, submitting resumes, and waiting for news, sometimes being rejected 7 or 8 times a day. Supporting roles were hard to come by, and getting screen time was even harder. Occasionally, he would stand on the edge of the screen, but he was just a background figure who was quickly swept away. During that time, his most frequent saying was, "Let's wait and see if we can get through this." His fate truly turned around after he switched to short dramas. In The Sun Shines Brightly, he played the supporting male character Seyang, with only 17 pages of screen time, but he became the white moonlight regret position in the hearts of countless viewers. As the camera panned across him, his Adam's apple bobbed slightly, yet his emotions were firmly suppressed. Beneath the suit lay a broad-shouldered, narrow-waisted silhouette, but what truly broke the ice was the beauty mark at the corner of his eye. In the instant he shed tears, it was as if he were bearing all the unfulfilled love for the character. The comments section was flooded with the same phrase, "the pinnacle of heartbreak." If Wang Yilei is the dark horse of the short drama genre, then Zhai Yiying is practically a chosen working woman born for short dramas. Born in 2002 in Henan, this 167 centimeters tall girl possesses a clean, non-threatening first love face, yet she has eyes that are incredibly versatile. She's not the kind of actress who relies on stunning looks, but rather a typical chameleon actress, changing roles, she completely transforms. And because of this, the list of male actors she's worked with could almost form a chronology of short dramas. In Adorable Baby Attack, co-starring with Wang Yui, she played a ray of sunshine nestled in the arms of a mature, domineering CEO, so sweet that viewers squealed and covered their faces in front of the screen. Her third collaboration with K-Chun, from the tragically beautiful Loving You at the Wrong Time to the sweetly heartwarming Gardenia and Gardenia, drew a flood of comments like, "K-Ying is locked up, throw the key into the sea." But it wasn't until she met Wang Yilei that viewers realized, sweetness doesn't necessarily rely on a prearranged plot. In their scenes together, there were no overly forceful wall slams, no deliberately piled up love lines. A glance, a pause, an unspoken let it go, and the emotions overflowed the screen. Wang Yilei's restraint and Zhai Yiying's resilience, like two seemingly opposing forces, precisely meshed in the same frame. Netizens succinctly describe it, "They were not acting out a romance, they were acting out not daring to love," and it's precisely because of this that those edited scenes are so captivating, prompting repeated viewings. Two faces side by side in the same frame, neither overshadowing the other, instead creating a rare balance, one like the wind, the other like light, one adept at containing emotions, the other at slowly revealing them. This led to the viral, tear-jerking line, "Brother Lei, don't hold back, cry for her." It wasn't about seeing tears, but about seeing him finally being touched. In the fast-paced world of short dramas, what truly stands out isn't the hype itself, but the resonance of that moment. Wang Yilei and Zhai Yiying perfectly captured this, unpretentious, unforced, yet captivating. Perhaps this is what's called a chosen couple, not propelled by marketing, but discovered frame by frame by the audience. That leaked moment was described as an accidentally revealed fragment of fate, not meticulously edited, not officially announced, but bursting into the public eye without warning, yet undeniably the most real and the most devastating. Wang Yilei stood under the lamplight, his black suit highlighting his hard, cold features, yet his emotions teetered on the brink of collapse. Zhai Yiying, in a white dress, stood before him like a ray of light caught in the eye of a storm. The 15 centimeters height difference was magnified infinitely in the shot, not as oppressive, but as overwhelming, a visual tension of "you look down, I look up, and the world consists only of us." Netizens' photo editing speed couldn't even keep up with the speed at which the trending topic climbed. "This height difference is too unfair. He doesn't need to exert any effort, she can't even stand up straight. Help." The moment he looked down, my heart skipped a beat. But what truly broke down everyone's defenses was the tearful scene. Wang Yilei's tears are never the wailing type. His crying is a defense that's held back until the very last second. The teardrop lingers on the beauty mark at the corner of his eye, about to fall, like an uncontrollable outburst of emotion. Zhai Yiying didn't say any lines. She simply raised her hand and gently stroked his brow bone with her fingertips. No comfort, no advice, yet it was more powerful than any "don't cry." It wasn't the actor completing an action, but the character's instinctive reaction. Behind the monitor, the staff who had been talking in hushed tones fell silent. Some instinctively held their breath, some stared at the screen and forgot to press pause. Director Chi. The delay in calling cut stemmed from the preciousness of that 1 second of pause, so precious that any interruption would seem superfluous. This is why netizens said their chemistry exploded on the trending topics. It wasn't about a level of intimacy, but the density of emotion, not about piling up lines, but about the connection of eyes. Wang Yilei's restraint crumbled automatically when met with Zhai Yiying's gentleness. What the audience saw wasn't a typical sweet romance, but the most luxurious emotional state in the adult world, being understood, being close, and being allowed to be vulnerable. Someone commented, when they stand together, it's like someone who finally dared to cry has met someone who won't leave. This is precisely what elevates this couple beyond mere casual fantasies. You no longer just want to see them being affectionate, you can't help but wonder, where will this relationship go? Will it break down? Will it be cherished? When viewers start to worry about the characters and feel sorry for the actors, this chemistry has already won. This popularity isn't a lucky break, it's the result of a mutual selection process between talent and the market. The short drama market is no longer the chaotic era of fast productions, fast flops. Platforms are upgrading, audiences are evolving, and the real story behind the data. What determines an actor's success or failure is whether they can withstand the scrutiny of high-definition cameras, whether they can deliver intense emotional performances, and whether they can leave a lasting impression on viewers in fragmented viewing. Wang Yilei and Zhai Yiying, however, have precisely reached this crucial turning point. Wang Yilei's strength lies in his steadiness. His formal training at the Central Academy of Drama and his solid foundation in stage plays give his performances a rare and enduring appeal. He doesn't rush to provide emotional answers, but rather breaks them down into layers. The slight rise and fall of his Adam's apple signifies hesitation, changes in breathing rhythm indicates oppression, the moisture in the tear mole at the corner of his eye suggests an impending loss of control. Viewers may not be able to pinpoint exactly what makes his performance so good. But the body reacts first, the heart tightens, and the screen is reluctant to be turned off. What's truly terrifying about Zhai Yiying is her attention to detail. In May We Travel the Rest of Our Lives in a Light Boat, she plays a vengeful heroine, not through hysteria, but by weaving her hatred into everyday actions. With just a spoonful of soup, she can portray 7 different hand tremors, restrained, hesitant, feigned calm, and about to explode. This obsession with detail allows her to switch effortlessly between sweetness and ruthlessness, making her one of the most versatile actresses capable of creating chemistry with different male actors. When two such individuals are put together, the on-screen chemistry is naturally. It's not just about being good to watch, it's about the show's premise. So you'll find that audience expectations have already exceeded expectations. They were not satisfied with just the sweet moments in this one drama, they were eagerly planning the future for the two leads, a Republican-era setting, a fantasy drama, a realistic storyline, a tragic romance, a clash between two strong characters. This isn't just wishful thinking, but because everyone is convinced that no matter what script they were given, these two can bring their relationship to life. The short drama scene is realistic, and also cruel. Popularity comes quickly, but fades even faster. What truly endures is never the fleeting hype, but the face the audience is willing to repeatedly watch, the emotion conveyed in that fleeting moment. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.